I want to share 5 mistakes I see artists make when trying to get rich on Spotify. And Spotify is the opportunity. Make no mistake of it. It is easier to make a full time living with Spotify than it ever has been. Of course, if you incorporate touring and playing shows, you can get there even quicker, playing at bars, clubs, churches, colleges, university. We're not going to get into that right now, but I want to share the mistakes that I see artists make trying to get rich on Spotify. And number one is they're more focused on the money than they are music, right? I've been making songs since 2001. And what's crazy is I got into it because I wanted to share my music with my friends. I wanted to tell them about Jesus. I wanted to get this message out there. I always loved music, man. Michael Jackson changed my life as a kid. Beach Boys, the Beatles, so much stuff. Lots of hip hop, rock, punk. And I'm sure songs have touched your heart, right? Like there's songs that have changed your life and have been the soundtrack of your life. And so you want to write songs that change other people's lives. And if you focus on making songs that move people, the money will come. But don't put the money before the music, right? Write songs that are going to change people's lives, because this is what I'll tell you. Since 2001, I didn't realize that I'd still be making money off songs I wrote 20 years ago. Can you believe that? It's 2022 right now. 21 years ago, I wrote that song, and it's still making me money today. It's like an asset. It's like a rental property still turning out money, and I don't have to work on it anymore. I did all the work. I toured. I marketed my music, but you got to play the long-term game, and that's really number two. I see a lot of artists that are short-sighted, and they want the money first. They want the money now instead of focusing on making the art and playing for the long term. Make decisions that are going to affect you in a good way for the long term. Like, we didn't just whip out songs back then. Like, thank God I was around producers and stuff like that were like, look, you got to get the writing right. They challenged me to rewrite the songs, fix them, get them mixed, right? And this leads me to number three is investment. I see artists that aren't willing to invest in good music, good production, good songwriting, good mixing, right? And getting it ready. Like they're throwing it out there too early and then trying to get on TikTok or whatever it is to blow things up, but the songs aren't ready yet. And that's okay. And that's okay to still put stuff up. You can be building a brand while building your music, which is awesome. Showing the rawness, showing the blemishes. I was sharing with some of my inner circle coaching students that, like, back in the day, my wife used to touch me up and like basically paint me and, really fix everything. Now people want to see stuff raw. Like, even with like short content, like they want to see stuff raw and like not all perfect. They want to know that you're human, which leads me to number four, branding, right? You got to invest in branding. You got to invest in good artwork. Just because it's raw or whatnot doesn't mean the cover artwork and everything else is raw. Because one thing I always tell my students is fans don't hear you first, they see you first. When they see that album cover on Spotify or they see that thumbnail on YouTube, what is that communicating to them? Does it look good? Does it really good? Because if it doesn't look good, then why is it going to sound good? Now, before I tell you the last two, I want to make sure I invite you to this next Spotify challenge. Go to 10xyourfanbase.com/live challenge. And for 5 days straight, I'm training you on Spotify, leveraging the algorithm, really making money with Spotify, how to get on those playlists, how to run Spotify ads, how to tap into other people's fan bases via collaborations, and so much more. It is a game changer. Come to this, go to 10xyourfanbase.com/live challenge. Get a VIP ticket so you can ask me questions every single day. It's going to be so awesome. The last two I want to share with you is you're not leveraging the algorithm. One of the biggest opportunities with Spotify is tapping into that algorithm and getting your popularity score high enough so that all of a sudden you're tapping into radio, you're tapping into Discover Weekly playlists, and now Spotify is sharing that music for you, right? Well, how do you tap into the algorithm? Well, you promote your song. You run Spotify ads, you tour, you run Facebook and Instagram ads, YouTube ads to that one song so that you can give Spotify some data, and it gives it enough data to say, oh, these are the people responding to it. Oh, now people are saving it. People are adding it to playlists. People are listening to the song. oh, the skip rate is low. This is a good song. Now that we have some data, we didn't even know about this song because the artist didn't promote it. And so we didn't even know there's this piece of gold over here. But now that this artist has promoted and marketing the song, wow, this song is amazing. Let's start sharing it to people that are going to listen to it. And now all of a sudden you're blowing it up, right? And now all of a sudden Spotify's sharing it for you, which you got to understand is more powerful than anything you could do. I've gotten hundreds of thousands, like just on one song, because of Spotify's algorithm. I've got millions of streams over all my songs because of Spotify's algorithm, which deserves a whole video to itself. And the last thing I want to share is that popularity score. You got to get that up. And how do you get that up? By doing what I just told you to do. Promoting the song. Get it up so that it can get into Spotify's stratosphere, get on the radar, release radar, get on the radar of Spotify's algorithm so it can start sharing. And if it starts doing really, 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 really well, what do you think they're going to do? You're going to get added to an editorial playlist. You know, people are going to find it and add it to their playlists. What you got to understand, fans' playlists, companies' playlists, just those indie playlists are worth money to you and getting you fans, all right? Focus on the right thing. Make sure you go to 10xyourfanbase.com/live challenge. Get yourself a ticket. I look forward to seeing you, getting to know you, helping you grow your music career, and blowing it up.